Okay, here's our final product. Today we're finishing up the leaf on the left. And I've sped it up quite a bit. We're just drawing in with a white, I believe this is an acrylic paint pen. Works out better for being able to see your pattern that you're wanting to draw. And I'm going to remove a lot of material quickly this time using that DeWalt, which they're not sponsoring me, but it's the strongest angle grinder that they have, and that Kutzall shaping disc, which is dangerous. And I mean, if you can look at it, it's just horrible. It is so dangerous. Just be so careful with this thing. I've had one mess up in the 5 years I've been using it, and it came close to eating my face, literally eating my face. It didn't touch my face, but I mean, it couldn't work. My face couldn't look any worse than it does now if it did. But these are very dangerous. Hold them tightly, close to your body, well controlled. Only use the edge. Do not try to bury the whole disc at once. I missed a piece right here. And we're gonna go back and get that. And I'm just trying to remove the bulk of what I would want to remove because it would take longer with the Dremel. So we want to save ourselves a little bit of time. Flip it around, get the other side. As you can see, just the way the wood is, it's a little bit darker on that side, and it kind of ends up changing the piece a little in my eyes, but that's okay. And we're going to end up getting the end grain pieces here. And like I mentioned before, it's a different type of wood end grain, and so you have to be very careful. It's grabby, it's slow, it feels like it's tougher, but it's no tougher than the rest of it. It's just the way the grain works. Tighten it up. Just take off all the extra that you'll need. All right, so here I am loading up my flex shafts. That's what I'm going to use. Large sphere from Kutzall. And dust collection or not, there's dust everywhere. I am wearing my full mask here at this point with my 3M N95 dust mask attached to it as well. And you can see here I've got a well-planted hand on the workbench itself. And when I go off the edge like that, I caught the bench. Happens a couple more times. When my hands are not planted on the bench, they're off the edge of the bench like that. It's not a lot of a change, but it's enough where you don't have control. Right there on the edge, I catch it again. My bit's loose, I tightened it up. Went for a more aggressive bit. Then go back to the sphere, clear things back off a little bit. This part is sped up, I think, more than 4 times, but all right, so we've actually cut out our leaf here. And it's a shape. You can tell what it's supposed to be. You could stop there for the day if you wanted to. If that made you happy, if you had something to do and you needed to stop, that's a good stopping place. We're not stopping there today, though. Now I'm cleaning out the inside of the leaf, and the edges, both sides of this leaf are going over the edge, so we're just going to keep going. And again, there's a point here. My hand is still on the bench, and so I have a bit of control. Again, it's another method of connecting your wood, to your workbench. It's just clamping it down. That's just a squeeze clamp. And I promise you, DeWalt does not. It's a DeWalt clamp, but DeWalt does not sponsor me at all. I end up cutting that piece off with the hole in it right there. Just doesn't look right. One of the things I'm trying to do here is remove lines and refine the shape. It's said that the finger can feel 1/64th of a difference between wood. So just run your finger along there and you can see how well you are or are not doing. Do a little undercutting from the top. That's using the extreme taper burr, very coarse extreme taper burr. We'll go to cleaning up using that extreme sphere. This is the fine detail flame burr, which I didn't find very useful, so I stopped using it. As you can see, the speed chuck, well, there I got caught real quick, but on the other side, the speed chuck was burning into the wood. Smoothing that out so we can look like it's actually lifted away from the wood. A little more undercutting here. All right, we've got the one side of the leaf. Again, this is a good stopping point if you need to stop for the night, but we didn't. We actually just went ahead and finished up both sides of the leaves, and now we're using that sanding disc to smooth out everything. I believe this is a 220 disc. I have it on low RPM so that I don't burn the wood and then, or make marks that I didn't want to make there in the first place. It got a little loose on me, so I had to retighten it. Yeah, that is a 220. And so I'm just pushing really lightly. And every once in a while the cord messes up with the camera. That's shaking the camera, I apologize. With a 220, light sandpaper and a low RPM, so you can't press very hard, and you don't want to destroy the sandpaper, prematurely. You just have to take it slow, run over the same spots many times from different angles. But you can see there's a powdery dust showing up. It's accumulating on the bottom of that leaf. I just ran through it. You can see that it's being sucked up by the dust collection, but you can also see a small patch of that dust being deposited right in front of the dust collection. This one actually had some deep scratches that I was trying to remove with 220, but if you have ever sanded anything, you know how hard that can be. So I was just being patient, continually going over the same spot. And some of that will come out. When you put your finish on, I finished this with a polyurethane. And this, sanding disc that, you can create. I've got a video on that as well. This sanding disc is a lifesaver for not having to do this by hand. All right, so I wipe it off after I've gotten everything carved. And at this point, we just start to put our polyurethane on. That Baduk is a beautiful color once it's finished. You don't want too many drips, so you have to be careful with how much you use at one time, but you also have to fill in all the little holes. That makes it really shiny when it's wet with that polyurethane like that. And it's such a beautiful wood. I'd like to say the light makes it that color, but it really is. I mean, that's exactly the color it is when you're done. I want to make sure that I get all my nooks and crannies, all my undersides. And we finish this project, which can be just for a table decoration or however you feel like making it. Stick around for more projects.